What does an employee desire while working? Appreciation and the ability to be headhunted while in that role. So what employee advocacy does is it starts creating a personal brand for that employee, irrespective of where that employee is working. That communication that the employee does starts establishing the executive in the peer group as a thought leader. And over time, it gets built up. So it doesn't matter if you're working in P&G and you move to Unilever. The fact that you've been talking on a particular subject matter goes with you. That's your personal brand. That's your expertise. So I've been in marketing, and there are millions of people in marketing. But my niche as a personal brand from my employee days has been strategic marketing. And whatever my content that I put out in the social, it speaks about how do you make marketing effective inside out. When you use an employee as an influencer for the brand, you humanize your brand. It gives a human face of the people who are responsible for the brand. And the best examples, let me just rattle it off the top of my head. Virgin, Sir Richard Branson. Google, Sundar Pichai. Microsoft, Satya Nadella. That's right off the top. You know, the person is the brand, and the brand is the person. Can you think of another employee in Virgin? I can't. Can you think of anybody else in Google? Right now, I can't. Microsoft? I can't. And each of these have had different CEOs, and there are tons of group companies. In fact, Sundar Pichai is under a different company as a CEO of Google. So what happens when you put an employee in the front? It becomes the brand. The employee influencer represents the brand. The brand takes on that human's face. One word, authenticity. When an employee speaks about the brand, it adds huge credibility because the person is actually part of the brand's output. People look at an employee talking about his or her brand and they say, wow, I believe that because he or she is the one who's doing that work. And this creates trust in the consumer's mind. ROI and employee advocacy. Number one, the number of brand mentions in social conversation. So you've got to have a measurement facility that is monitoring, i.e. social listening, your social media accounts. And daily, it has to pick up how many times is your brand being mentioned by people, your community in that social media channel spoken. That's number one. Another way is, what is the price premium you are commanding, your brand is commanding. So if you're commanding, say, a 10% price premium and your competition is commanding an 8% price premium, your ROI is better on a price basis. Number three, referral. So customers give referrals. How many referrals is converting? Is it 1 out of 5, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4? That percentage tells you the referral conversions, which is also a measurement of the employee advocacy. It all happens because that advocacy is taking place, the community is talking back, they're giving the referrals, you measure it out. And the last covers studies, research, which is customer satisfaction, customer experience studies, that gives you a benchmark as to how impactful has your employee advocacy been.